Hey everybody, we are teaching Vermillion. But before we can, we need to clearly explain what exactly is Vermillion, besides a lovely shade of color. This is an oil painting application for virtual reality. It was created by Thomas van der Berge and is distributed under the name the Aviary. You can get it on SteamVR and through the Oculus store. And unlike many other VR art programs, this one is specifically to simulate oil painting as a medium, as opposed to 3D modeling, as opposed to painting like in Tilt Brush. We're actually simulating brushstrokes on a canvas. So Vermillion will actually take into account things like paint thickness or paint thinner, as the case may be. We can work on any size canvas, but it is painting on a canvas, not a full 3D modeling like Gravity Sketch or some of the other programs. Now, because it's going for such a specific medium, there's a lot of details it's trying to replicate from the real world. So if you have had experience with oil paints, it's going to try to simulate some of the things you can do in the real world, including thickness of paint, including smearing and mixing. You can see there's a variety of brushes. Each one is working together. It does the brush strokes. So if you look at it at different lights and different lighting angles, you'll actually see your brush strokes in the painting itself. Now, since it's on computer, it does add a few things like undo and layers, but it doesn't go overboard. Because it's trying to be realistic, you can only undo 4 steps, for example. If you want layers, you only get 4 layers, that type of thing. But within those, it gives you a lot of flexibility. Most artists would love the chance to undo in an oil painting if you can catch it immediately. Now, it does have some limitations that the technology can't deal with. For example, you could put your hand right through the painting because it is virtual reality. It does try to measure brush pressure using distance of hand to the canvas, but until you get used to it, there are a few things that are rather jarring. You can't use the other side of the brush for a little bit more clean paint and some other tricks like that. Now, the developer is in touch with his community. We'll even have a Discord link at the bottom in the comments and description. But because of that, it is working with as many different aspects of actual oil painting as it can. Now, once you've finished a piece, not only can you save it in the program, but you can export it in a variety of formats, whether you want to go for a high-resolution print, or even as an actual 3D format. Because it does have the texture and the thickness of paint and brushstroke, you can export it as a 3D picture. Things like lithographs and stuff can be done using these types of exports. So Vermillion is a great experience if you're an oil painter who has no studio, or if you're an artist who'd like to try oil painting and see how it's different from, say, acrylics or watercolors. It is a very unique medium, and this program goes a lot to great lengths to really accurately simulate the oil painting experience. For this Teaching Vermillion series, we're not only going to look at the program, how to use the tools, how to use the settings, but we're also going to talk about oil painting techniques, blending techniques and color techniques that work in the real world as well as it does it here in Vermillion. The artist uses real color for pigment mixing in the real world. Most computer programs use a color system called RGB. That wouldn't really work for oil painting. So the developer actually came up with their own way of working with color in code to more accurately represent what we can do in oil painting. So hopefully this series will not only give you some insight in the program, but help give you some ideas for inspiration and techniques as an artist as well. I hope you enjoy the series. Let us know in the comments if you have questions or suggestions for show ideas. We can even link in your own artwork or your own videos of the artwork if you like. You can see Vermillion is compatible with some mixed reality video programs like Live, so we'd love to see some of the paintings that you create. Thanks for joining me, thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Have fun with Vermillion, everyone. Regular viewers know I like to write subscribe across the front. I don't have a way to do so, and I don't want to mess up the painting, so we'll have to work on a way to do that as the series goes. Thanks for joining us. Have fun, everyone.